And it all came down to a Sunday afternoon. And I realized, at some point, every juror needs to reach a verdict. And I thought, you know what? The evidence is in. After 2 years, I don't think I'm going to find some news flash, something I missed. So I said, I got to reach a verdict. So I sat down with all the evidence I'd encountered over this 2 years, massive volumes of material, and I'm kind of sorting through it, and then I stopped, and I go, wait a second. And I kind of stepped back and said, in light of the avalanche of evidence that points so powerfully toward the truth of Christianity, I realized it would take more faith to maintain my atheism than to become a Christian. That was my conclusion. It was like the scales just tipped like this. And I realized, based on the historical data, I was convinced Jesus not only claimed to be the Son of God, he backed up that claim by returning from the dead. And then you know how I felt? I kind of felt let down. I did. I thought, it's been 2 years. Shouldn't an angel appear about now? That would be cool. An earthquake would be great. Something dramatic. I was kind of let down after 2 years. Is that it? Is that it? But then I read a verse. John 1:12. It says, but as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, even to those who believe in his name. And I realized, okay, believing the evidence, concluding, reaching the verdict that Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, backed it up by returning from the dead, that's great, that's important. It's not enough. It's not enough. Believe plus receive. I had to receive. Receive what? Receive this free gift of forgiveness and eternal life that Jesus purchased for me on the cross when he died as my substitute to pay for all of my sin. And when I would receive this free gift of his grace, then I would become a child of God. And so I got on my knees and I poured out a confession of a lifetime of immorality that would absolutely curl your hair. And at that moment, I received complete and total forgiveness through Jesus Christ, and I became a child of God.